All right, we are live on YouTube. I just need for the video to connect on my other monitor here so that I can grab that link and put it in our free business mastermind group so that our community can conveniently join us on YouTube live and in the live chat. So there's a link. So let me grab that. All right, and we're going to put it in the group. Boom, there we go. Let's make sure that cycles up so that it posts in the group. Boom, and it has posted. Let me make sure I can see the live chat so that we can get started. All right, I see that live chat. We can officially get started. So, welcome to your First Six Figures morning show, where every show is intentionally more of an interactive coaching and training experience to position you, the online service-based entrepreneur, to generate your first six figures by learning how to make the money and create time freedom. This week's blog is at shaycannon.com/copy. That's shaycannon.com/copy, because what we're talking about this week is the copycat proof playbook, how to protect, deliver, and dominate in your industry. Now, I know a lot of you, some of you, I should say, have experienced somebody copying off of you, and you've actually kind of experienced it, seen it, or been told about it. Some of you may have experienced it and didn't even notice, and some of you may not have experienced it. However, if you're out there in front of enough people and you're innovative enough, somebody is going to try to copy you in some way. So there's nothing more frustrating than pouring your heart, time, and creativity into crafting an innovative strategy only to see competitors swoop in and mimic your brilliance and pass it off as their own, right? Now, yesterday what we talked about was one strategy to help you to get your ideas and innovation out there and reduce some of the copycat stuff. We can't stop it all, but we can kind of reduce it to where we can get ahead of it, right? Yesterday, what I talked about was having a Black Ops launch, okay? So knowing how to launch without giving out too many details. So if you want to know more about that strategy, then you need to go to yesterday's replay. That was part one. Today is part two, and we're going to talk about do what most can't. Okay, so let's go to the blog. To outpace your copycats, focus on what truly sets you apart, the transformation that you deliver. Okay, for every offer you create, ensure your messaging is crystal clear about the results you can get your clients. Okay, make it obvious what kind of change they'll experience by working with you, and then back it up with tools, resources, and processes that make achieving those results inevitable. Okay, don't stop there. Flood your content with social proof, because that is what people need to know. That they need to know that you have gotten somebody else the results that you're promising to get them. Okay, so showcase client success stories, testimonials, measurable outcomes. Competitors might copy your framework, right? But they can't duplicate your ability to deliver real, impactful results. Okay, your outcomes are the ultimate differentiator. Now, it's funny because personally, being a chief operating officer, and most chief operating officers have an MBA, right? A master's in business administration. And I do not. Now, why do people hire me over people with an MBA? Because I get results, right? And they have social proof that I get results. And the funny thing is, a lot of my clients are or have an MBA because, one is the study of and one is experience in. So you need to be sharing what your social proof is that you actually get people results. Okay, now that's what's all that's in the blog. Now I'm going to go to my show notes. In the morning show you get more than what's in the blog. So let's go to the show notes, but first let's say good morning to Glow over here on the YouTube side. Good morning, Glow. All right, so I have some actionable strategies. Okay, these strategies are specifically to help you make sure that you're able to get the result and the transformation you're telling people they can get and that they're paying to get. Okay, so these are things for you to consider making a part of your process, of your service, of your product, creation, development. Okay, so Kimberly, I know you always ask about product based. This may be skewed more towards service, right? Because in product based, it's a little more straightforward. in that, you know, the product either works or it don't work, right? So for you, Kimberly, and other people with product-based stuff, you need to make sure that you are capturing the testimonials of people saying that your product works, okay? Now, listen for some things that may help you. So Kimberly, I want you in particular to be listening for what could help product-based, like how can you interpret that for product-based, okay? Now, I got 20 strategies, okay? So that you, when you provide your service, you can kind of make sure you get the transformation that the client is paying for. Number one, okay? Master hyper personalization. Okay, master hyper personalization. Go beyond that one fits all solution by tailoring your offers to the unique needs of each client. Once they buy in, they are a person that has unique obstacles, unique resources, unique strengths and weaknesses. And we need to take our framework and apply it to them personally to get them a transformation. Okay. So personal touches like custom action plans, individual progress tracking, all of that kind of stuff creates results that your competitors are hard pressed to replicate. Okay. So make sure that your framework can be brought down to a personal level. All right. Number two, offer premium client support. Okay. Premium client support. Provide exceptional, accessible support to your clients that goes above and beyond their expectations, right? Whether it's something like, we're going to say post-business hours availability, in-depth troubleshooting, dedicated client success managers. I'm going to hire one of those one day. It's in my plan. This level of care makes it hard for you to be imitated, and it helps support that your client is going to get the results in the transformation. So that was offer premium client support. Number three, build proprietary systems, okay? Develop your own frameworks, your own methodologies, and your own types of blueprints, okay? That can't easily be reverse engineered, right? You can even trademark your process and brand your strategies, because we talked about trademarking and copywriting and licensing on yesterday, right? Make it your own and then legalize your ownership. Okay, so these strategies make your offers distinct and irreplaceable. So now, if they're trying to say that your process is their process, now you have recourse when people copy off of you, because they shouldn't be using the name that you're using if it's trademarked and that type of thing. So develop your own frameworks, your own methodologies, your own blueprint systems, and trademark them. All right. Number four. Focus on micro transformations, okay? Micro transformations. What does that mean? That means there are milestones to the process of getting them to the transformation that they are actually investing in. There are wins all along the way, okay? So highlight the smaller wins or increment results your clients achieve all along the journey. These milestones create momentum. They instill trust and are harder for your competitors to mimic because they show depth in your execution, okay? Now, these wins, you can highlight the details of the wins internally and with the client, right? And you can give a higher level celebration publicly, okay? So that's how you keep out the details of what this point of the phase that they are winning in actually is outside of your framework. All right, number five. Provide unexpected extras. I love the unexpected extras. Y'all know I'm a giver, and I now have learned how to let some of that giving be unexpected rather than expected or required, okay? So delight clients by over-delivering with bonuses or extras they didn't expect, such as bonus tools, exclusive content, or surprise follow-ups. Competitors can copy your main offer, but won't think to match your added value. They might not even know about your added value until you get testimonials that rave about what that is, right? Number six, leverage your backstory. Infuse your personal journey and unique experiences into your brand narrative, okay? Copycats might try to replicate your methods, but they can't replicate and copy your story, or, some of them might. But what it is, it's a powerful differentiator, right? I love to talk about how I'm a chief operating officer without an MBA. In fact, recently I started a founder story series where every Friday I'm releasing a reel that's something about how I came to be where I am, right? The very first one that I released was called Experience is My MBA. And I went all the way through how I learned about business and how I came to be, right? So share your backstory, share why you have the expertise that you have. And I'm going to tell you, especially those of you who don't have the common credentials for people who get the results that you get. Furthermore, let people know what your backstory is, right? Because, people can get wrapped up in academia, but what we understand is academia and all of these credentials and licenses haven't always garnered results, right? So if you can show that you're getting results, the person investing in results care more about getting the results, okay? So keep that in mind. Go ahead and share your backstory. Number 7, cultivate community advocacy. That's all that is nurturing a loyal community of clients and fans who will champion your work. Word of mouth referrals, testimonials, and all that stuff come out of that. We're going to talk more about community later in the week, all right? Number 8, invest in data-driven results. Collect and showcase hard data about results your clients achieve. Use metrics, use graphs, detailed case studies. A great thing for you to do before you start working with somebody is detail what is the data saying about their business right now, okay? Especially as related to the transformation that you're going to get, okay? For example, if I'm going to help you get to your first 6 figures, when I start working with you, I need to benchmark where are you before you started working with me, right? Now, as we go along, I need to be checking against that benchmark where you are. What does the data say you are now, right? Or else, how am I going to show people all along the way that people are getting results? So-and-so might not be at their first 6 figures yet, but they were here and now they're here. So guess what? People see the growth, right? So use data-driven results to add to your social proof and to help you keep up with stuff. Number 9, become a thought leader. Publish original research, insights, and industry trends that establish you as a go-to authority in your niche, okay? A lot of your competitors don't have that expert authority edge of content. So that's another way to help you stand out from people who are only working in their business and not working on their business, okay? Number 10, deliver consistent evolution. What I mean by that is continuously improve your offers, content, and processes to stay ahead of the curve. As quickly as they copy you, innovate and do something else, okay? So innovating faster than your competitors can copy ensures your transformation capabilities remain unmatched and future focused, okay? It's hard to say you're not a copycat when every time I do something, you do something. And I do this and then you do that, right? The originator becomes very clear, all right? Cool beans. Number 11, create a multi-sensory experience. And what that means is design offers that engage your clients on multiple levels. They can be visual, they can be audible, and they can be emotional, right? One thing I have learned in these last few years of coaching and even on my service side is that what I do, the transformation that I help bring is highly emotional to my clients, right? Especially the coaching. Y'all are always making me dip into my emotions. Y'all be trying to make me break too. I'm a G. Y'all are gonna have me breaking up on live shows and stuff. But I feel it that the transformation and being the vessel and what I share with you has an emotional response for you, which makes it have an emotional response for me, right? Y'all are giving me signs almost all the time, right? That how I'm standing in my purpose is coming to fruition through you guys. So emotion can be a sensory that you're bringing out, how your clients feel, how you feel. Bring all of that out. Number 12, incorporate gamification, right? I'm about to do some big gamification in a lot of what I do in the free group and in the paid group. It's already built in the course I'm recreating, but gamification is adding elements to your offers, like progress badges and leaderboards and reward systems. Okay, all of that is gamification. And gamification at the basic level is when people do the actions you want them to do, they get something for it, not just the transformation. Okay, so they get something to show off, they get something to help them in the transformation, they get some kind of recognition, do something to gamify it. Okay. Number 13, focus on emotional connection. We kind of just talked about that as one part, but bringing that out as a step on its own. Build deep emotional rapport with your audience by speaking directly to their fears, speak to their desires, speak to their aspirations, all of these things in your messaging. And what this does is it creates authentic emotional resonance, and guess what? That's hard to fake. That's hard to fake. Those people out there that love to harp on just the transformation or just how much money they make, pay attention, because they're not talking emotional. So that makes you understand that what they care about are the things that are not necessarily you as a client, right? So we want people that care. And so if they're not emotional, if it seems almost robotic, if they seem distant from the people that they work with, that's not necessarily an emotional bond. And so watch out for that, because emotions are harder to fake. Okay, I didn't say they can't be, I said they're harder to fake. Number 14, integrate advanced AI tools. Okay, there is no way we can run from AI. You need to be figuring out how in your systems you can incorporate AI, whether they be internal to help you be more efficient or they're external to help you make more money. There needs to be some kind of AI aspect to what you do. All right. And you need to be making it known so that you're letting people know that you're right there with what's happening as the future. Okay, you don't want to be left behind because now you're the only one without any kind of AI component, or you have AI components, but you're not letting people know that you do. So guess what? It's almost as though you don't, because they don't know that you're so future focused. Okay, so you can use cutting edge AI to deliver personalized recommendations, automated insights, predictive analytics for your clients. Just, as an add-on, as a bonus. You remember that over delivering? Use AI to help you with that. So stay ahead with leveraging tech others haven't adopted yet. I'm going to tell you, in our community, we talk about AI a lot. In the communities I'm in with like-minded people, we talk about AI a lot. But do you understand that as a whole, most people may have heard about AI. They have no idea what exactly it is, and they definitely don't know how to use it. Okay. But when they hear that you have it as a part of what you're doing, they just feel like you're fashion forward. You're future focused. Okay. Keep that in mind. Number 15, offer implementation assistance. Okay. Offer implementation assistance. So go beyond teaching and help them implement your strategies. Now, whether that's one-on-one coaching, done for you services, or hands-on workshops, this can be active support that sets you apart from somebody that just educates. If you can help them actually get there with some type of implementation help, that's great. Now, it also doesn't have to look like you being hands-on with the help. Again, you can sell it individually and bring people together as a group workshop to help them to implement and give them even more tools, or give them the community of each other to have accountability and that kind of stuff. So if you don't want to provide done for you services, there are other ways to still get implementation assistance. Okay, you don't have to do the implementation. You can even have a resource where you put them in touch with people, trusted people that you have vetted to do implementation for them. So this is not just you doing it, because if you're anything like me, I'm trying to come away from the service side of my business and go into my coaching. So I want to help you with education and then give you implementation tools and resources. I don't want to do it for you. Okay, so I'm not saying you have to do it for them. I'm saying help them in some way to implement. So assist their implementation in some way. All right. Number 16, create legacy content. Create legacy content. Produce evergreen, high-value resources that continue to deliver value over time, such as comprehensive guides, signature frameworks, masterclass series. I itch, my ass itches at the word masterclass, but some type of online training series. Competitors can't easily copy your long-term investments in quality, right? So it's funny because on this YouTube channel, I have almost 900 videos, right? When I look back over the 3 years I've been doing this morning show, my God, Monday through Thursday, how many videos is that just in and of itself, right? So are you constantly putting out information that's evergreen, good information? And that evergreen just means whether they see it a year from now, it's still good stuff. Okay. So keep putting that out, and it's going to be hard pressed. I mean, think about the Cat Williams last year when he said Cedric the Entertainer copied his joke, right? If he didn't have that content out there of him doing that joke on Comic View, right? He had that out there already. So people were easily able to trace back and see who was the originator of that content. They can do the same with you when people start copying you, okay? Number 17, nurture client independence. Nurture client independence. Teach clients to sustain and scale the results they achieve with you, okay? I love saying, okay, we've done this, but next you're going to need this. Let's celebrate this, right? And this is what we've done so far, but next this is what you're going to need, right? So this is how you can get there, or this is how you can come back and get help with that. So teach clients to sustain and scale the results you've given them, empower them to become more self-sufficient. Why you think I love giving y'all ChatGPT prompts? I don't want you to be beholden to coming back to me if you don't have to. If you can do it on your own, I want you to be able to do it on your own. Why? Because my goal is that you get it done, not necessarily that it be me. Now, I can help. Yes, I can. But there are some things you can do for yourself too. And so I'm going to empower you. Now, when you get to the point where you see, hey, I need more tools, I need more guidance, I need more help, boom, here I am, right? But empower the client independence, empower them. Number 18, develop unique cross-industry insights. Develop unique cross-industry insights. What do I mean by that? Blend knowledge from multiple industries to create unique solutions. For example, combine business strategy with neuroscience, right? Or combine business strategy with personal development. I often give y'all business strategy that is rooted in psychology, right? So copycats are hard to understand where outside of the industry you went and got this stuff that you're helping them with, right? So that's another way, and it helps you to get great results. Number 19, host exclusive events. That kind of speaks for itself, but organize private retreats, mastermind groups, live online trainings, webinars, things like that to connect your clients with you and connect them with each other. So the exclusivity and the relationship building create a dynamic that a lot of people don't bother to add to their offers, okay? It's kind of hard to duplicate. All right, number 20, offer Lord, here come the Alabama. Offer experiential, thank you, experiment bonuses, experience bonuses. Okay, so add experiences as perks to your offers. This can be Dr. LaToya, guided meditations, right? This could be some kind of virtual reality exercise. Dr. Tachi is all up in the virtual reality. This could be personalized feedback sessions. This can be something where the client is experiencing something above and beyond what the offer is, okay? Right now, my paid membership members are experiencing bonus one-on-one sessions with me. That's an experience. It's an experience they didn't expect. It's an experience that goes above and beyond the offer, okay? So create experiences. Now, we're going to start with Dr. LaToya, and the question is going to be, what strategies intrigued you the most out of this list of 20? And I'm going to give you the list again in a second. And what are some tips you have to make sure that you're getting your clients some results? I'm going to give y'all the opportunity to be a vessel this morning. You can give a tip on what is something that you do to make sure that what your clients are investing in and paying you for, they're able to get, okay? So let's go back through the 20 without all the extra. All right, these are actionable strategies to help you to get the result and the transformation that people are investing in. Number 1, be hyper personalized or customized. Sorry. Number 2, offer premium client support. Number 3, build proprietary systems like frameworks and methodologies and blueprints. Number 4, focus on micro transformations, not just the big one. Number 5, provide unexpected extras. Number 6, leverage your backstory. Number 7, cultivate community advocacy. Number 8, invest in data-driven results. Number 9, become a thought leader, really an authority, okay? Number 10, deliver consistent evolution. Keep innovating. Number 11, create a multi-sensory experience. Number 12, incorporate gamification. Number 13, focus on emotional connection. Number 14, integrate advanced AI tools. Number 15, offer implementation assistance. Didn't say you had to implement, okay? Number 16, create legacy or evergreen content. Number 17, nurture client independence or empower them. Number 18, develop unique cross-industry insights. Number 19, host exclusive events. And number 20, offer experiences. I'm not going to try that word again. Offer experiences as bonuses. All right, let's start with Dr. Latoya. The question is, what strategies intrigued you the most out of the 20? And give a tip for the people. Be a vessel today.
All right. One, those were a lot of really good strategies. So I wrote 2, 4, 6, but I'm gonna pick one of the 6 right here. I'm gonna go with the empower them aspect as the one that intrigues me. I think just from a brand standpoint, that one probably is the most kind of aligned for me. Yes. And so I think, yeah, that one. And then a tip, I think it also ties into one of your suggestions. My thing is, like, let's celebrate all the wins. So because people are typically coming to me because they're trying to get from, some really small point to this, what's in their mind, this major breakthrough. And I hold the belief that oftentimes we stop or we give up in our transformation journey because we're only holding on to this big thing or this big idea that we're trying to get to. So I try to enforce the notion and celebrate, like, every step is a win, right? We don't get to the end of the book by writing the whole chapter in a day. We write it sentence by sentence. So I think that shifting the focus on where people are trying to get so that they can get it in more digestible bites helps everyone along the way.
Love it. Thank you for that, Dr. Latoya. All right, let's go to Dr. LaFera. What strategies intrigued you the most out of the 20 that I shared? And what are some tips you have to make sure that you get your clients' results?
The one that I guess I'm doing, or I'm getting ready to do the most of right now, is like the one where you're talking about integrating AI into your offer for better results and to empower them, because I already create resources to help people to get faster results where they don't need me, where they can go to the grocery store and stuff like that without me and like come back and like I create that stuff already. But as far as like the events and experiences, that one intrigues me. That one I have been wanting to do that for a long time, but I am not trying to spend a whole bunch of money. So like until I get to a certain point with attracting the person who is willing to, pay me, who I'm willing to and able to get, like, that that healed body and stuff for that comes to me. Like, yes. I'm not gonna be putting myself out there trying to attract people who just coming and kicking tires, Yeah. So I'm working on that.
Love it. Love it. Thank you, Dr. LaFera. All right. Cheryl, what strategies intrigued you the most out of the 20 that we shared? And what are some tips you have to make sure that you're getting your clients' results?
Several of what I'm doing right now. One is building proprietary systems, which are moving into licensing, trademarks, that kind of stuff. One of the other things, though, is the over delivery, the surprise bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I like to do, but it's also something that I think a lot of people don't do. You do it a great deal. A lot of people on here actually do, but many entrepreneurs don't do it, and they don't realize that it opens their clients' eyes to, you have to spend money to make money, but it doesn't have to cost you a lot, to give content because it's in your head. You ought to know your stuff. So it doesn't cost you a lot to give extra tips or bonuses or a little list, but it can have great gains. And Dr. LaFera, you were just talking about wanting to do events, but not wanting to spend a whole lot of money. I will do pop-up workshops in my local area, and they don't cost me more than $200, but I will earn probably anywhere between 12 and 1500. So at the end of the day, and then I just make sure that I have 30, 60, 90-day payment schedule with the hotel, we're good to go. And what I definitely feel is a good tip is to develop those unique cross-industry insights, because then it broadens your perspective and it gives you what I call your gravy audiences. Those audiences that they don't necessarily like what you do, but they like what the way you personally do it. And they will buy from you. And you want to layer your income like that. Meat and potatoes audience, that's the target. Then there's the condiments. They like what you got, but they don't buy all the time, but they're regular buyers. And then you got the gravy and the dessert. Know who your people are. If you are trying to sell and you're not selling to your target audience, you're not going to make money. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care all the little gimmicks and tricks they tell you about how to sell this. You can take every course in the world, but if you're selling to the wrong people, you have no money. I release the mic.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Kimberly, you can put your answer to the question in the studio comments. The question is, what strategies intrigue you the most, and what are some tips you have to make sure you get your clients' results? Keith has put his answer in the studio comments, and he said he likes that premium client support. I've been in graphic design space for 18 years, so I've been itching to move into coaching, teaching, empowering. If you need a simple flyer, I'm coming up with templates to help with that. Love it. Love it. I buy Canva templates all the time. So you have, because if you do a template, you have to be able to give it to them, Keith, in the tech that they have access to and that they know how to use, right? So your templates probably would be best being Canva templates, even though as a professional graphic designer, that probably makes you want to throw up. But you have to keep in mind that us lay people that are not graphic designers, we don't have Adobe Illustrator. We don't use Photoshop and all of those things. So giving us templates for those technologies that we don't use, we're not going to buy them. So sorry, you got to kind of go into that Canva thing. You can even, like when you start playing with AI, that Midjourney and all that kind of stuff, you probably can give better prompts than anybody else. And so you can start selling prompt guides to help people to get better results in this text to image game and in this text to video game. Because even I had a friend of mine, she's trying to get the AI to help her to make images that look more real. She didn't know that she had to use the wording, the phrase photorealistic. She kept saying real photo, and it didn't recognize that as much as it does the words photorealistic, right? So you could definitely help them with some of the industry words that the AI would understand, therefore produce them better results. So yeah, check that out, Keith. Over here on the YouTube side, we got Glow says she wants to host exclusive events. Glow, you already do that for the podcast. Y'all be having barbecues and all kind of stuff. I be wanting to sign up to come to. But yes, put that in the other areas of your, because you got 1,000 businesses. So you can definitely do that in other businesses. Also, with the events that you have for your podcast, you can go outside of the podcast group and invite people, not always inside of the podcast group, because sometimes it's nurturing, but you also want to bring in new people. And then she said, be authentic. This is her tips to everybody, okay? Be authentic, always be yourself. That's how you attract the people that are for you. That was a great one, Glow. Chantilly is here. Hey, Chantilly, good morning. She says, legacy content, hosting networking events and adding value. So that was awesome, good stuff. Does anybody have any questions on things in your copycat proof playbook that we've talked about so far, whether it be what we talked about yesterday with having a Black Ops launch, or today when we talk about what most can't do, and that's get the result. Okay. Do you have any questions or any more value adds you want to give on either of those two subject matters when it comes to copycats? Cheryl.
When are you going to put this in a book that we can buy off Amazon?
Cut it out. Y'all know Cheryl think every week is supposed to be a book. Y'all know that, right? Cheryl looks in books, right? That's all she sees. She's so literary. It's in her blood. So everything that you do that's of value that she knows other people would find value in, it's a book for her. So one day, Cheryl, one day.
Okay, but we all know, even if we don't know, we all know you can write a book in a day, you can write a book in a week, and you can write a book in a month. I'm not talking about you, Shay, because you got the experience. And that book in a month can be 350 pages. That book in a week can be 150. That book in a day can be 50 pages. Been there, done it, got the ticket.
There you go.
If we understand that each book is a business with at least 8 sources of income, there is your passive income empire. I released the mic.
You dropped the mic is what you did, but okay, great. Anybody else with a question or a value add? Okay, cool. You know, this morning show is just one benefit of our free business mastermind. So we have member announcements. Okay. Today we gave 20 strategies from my show notes. There's only two ways to get my show notes. Number one, that you are a part of and inside of our free business mastermind group. The show notes live in the files section. Number two, you can get the show notes and this entire morning show in your email inbox. Go to shaycannon.com/show. What you are signing up for are 2 emails every broadcast day. The first one is in the morning. It reminds you to hop on the YouTube live. The second one is in the afternoon, and it gives you a link to the replay and a link to the show notes. So go to shaycannon.com/show to sign up to get the entire show in your email inbox. All right. Thursday is movie club night. And so I need to put the poll up in the free group today so that you can vote on the movie so that we can watch the movie. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, we're going to come together and discuss the business nuggets that we have all pulled out from that movie. And y'all know I pull out a lot. Sometimes even before the credits roll. The starting credits, by the way. So the goal is to watch the movie before 7 p.m. Let me tell y'all, even if you wait until Thursday, I don't start watching the movie until around 4 o'clock. I mean, the movies that we watch are going to be no longer than 2 hours, right? So that's to 6 o'clock. You still got plenty of time till 7 o'clock to watch the movie. So it's fine if you wait to the last minute. Friday is another Get Shit Done work session. It is primarily for paid members, but on Fridays, we allow the free group to come in on the last half. So if you want details on that, check the free group. The paid membership, they know they can go to their dashboard and other places. All right. To find out more about me, your host, Shay Cannon, and also how you can join our free business mastermind group, you can go to the description below. However, if you haven't yet, you know we give good stuff. We give good tech tips and strategies. So you should thumbs up and like this episode. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Understand this is one video out of many because this is going to be a series. So check out the other videos. All right. And with that said, we'll be back on tomorrow for the third part of our series where we're going to talk about clearing the air for these copycats. Okay, we're going to clear the air tomorrow. So tune in for that. But until then, have a great day because the studio is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a